Going on road trips, going for long drives, I think is a great way to see the country. The United States is a huge place, and I've driven around, done a couple road trips so far. I just wanted to make this video to give you guys some tips if you're thinking about going for some long drives. It really helps to know a few things to keep your mind focused on actually driving and not nodding off, falling asleep at the wheel. My first tip for when you're going on a long road trip is to sleep very well the night before, and to make sure you leave early, drive early. So if you're going on a drive like 8 or 9 hours plus, you're gonna want to start as early as you can in the morning. So for the last two 8-hour or 9-hour drives that I did, so one was from Denver to Kansas City, Missouri. The other one was from Kansas City, Missouri back to Dallas, Texas. Both of those were about 9 hours long. I made sure I woke up at around 6 in the morning, so 6 a.m., and got on the road by 7. So you want to try to get on the road early so you can avoid the morning traffic. You don't want to be stuck in fucking traffic and be sitting in the damn car longer than you have to, because your ass starts to get sore from sitting in the same position for a while. And another reason why you want to leave early is you want to try to get to your destination while there's still light out, because driving when it's dark outside it can get fucking scary. All right, there was one time when I had to drive pretty late into the night, like Las Cruces, New Mexico, back to Dallas, Texas, and I was driving it was like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning back, and that was some of the sketchiest driving that I had to do. It's pitch black out on the interstates. I almost swerved into the oncoming traffic lane, almost just went straight into another car one time. Also, when you're driving in the US, there's a lot of deer out there, wildlife out there. You're driving at night, it's a lot harder to see the animals that cross the road. You're going 75 plus miles an hour on these interstates. You hit a deer or something, bro, you're gonna be shook. You're gonna be fucking swerving. Hey, it might cost you your life. So you generally don't want to drive at nighttime at high speeds if you can avoid it. All right, the second big tip that I have is that you want to eat something that is not so much pure sugar. What I recommend is you go to the grocery store. So don't fucking buy it at the gas station, because they're gonna rip you off. You buy some protein bars, so Safeway or Walmart or whatever. Go get you a box of protein bars, usually like 5 protein bars in a pack, and that'll last you pretty much like the entire drive that you do. These are great options because they're high in protein. Protein digests slowly, so it helps sit in your stomach, keeps you full, and they're usually lower in sugar. They're oftentimes use sugar substitutes, so you're not getting a whole fucking bunch of added sugars in your food. If you're eating cakes and cookies and donuts and stuff that they sell at the gas station, or eating chips, it's a whole bunch of processed carbohydrates that digest very fast and spike your blood sugar, and then those are the things that make you crash later on. So if you're eating stuff with more protein and fiber, protein bars are usually higher in fiber as well. You keep your blood sugar from spiking so damn fast, and keeps you giving you consistent energy, so it helps you stay a little bit more focused when you're driving. Along with the food is the drinks. So caffeine is great for staying awake while you're driving, but what I recommend, instead of actually drinking coffee's still good. I'm not saying don't. I still drink coffee when I drive. But what I've done now is, instead of the coffee, I would get one of the fountain drinks at the gas station. A lot cheaper often than buying energy drinks from the cans, or they're often a lot cheaper than buying the coffee. You get a lot more drink. So you want to get the largest fountain drink soda they have, and you fill it up with some type of caffeinated drink, preferably diet, so you don't get all the calories. So my go-tos are the Diet Coke, or the Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi, whatever, or Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Dr. Pepper. All 4 of those, they always have some caffeine in there. So it's not as much caffeine as as in a concentrated cup of coffee, but there is a lot of caffeine because you're drinking a fucking big, like 44-ounce cup of soda and slowly sip on it. So every 15 minutes when you're driving, you're starting to feel a little bit tired. You take another couple sips and it'll give you a more steadier stream of caffeine into your body. You're saving yourself some money. And what's kind of good about this is because there's so much fluids, it's gonna make you want to pee. So that's another big part about taking long drives. Take your breaks. So once you drank so much of these 44-ounce fountain drinks, you're gonna want to go take a piss, and it's gonna give you a reason to go take a break. Sometimes we get too caught up in, I'm trying to fucking get to the destination, so I'm just keep driving. But if you're not like a trucker that needs to get to a fucking stop on time, take your break. It's gonna make things a lot more enjoyable for you. Sometimes there's some pretty cool rest stops or like pretty cool areas to go to when you go to the bathroom, and then you get to check out a cool site or something for a bit before you get back on the road and start driving. Now here's another little quick tip for something to snack on that'll help keep you awake. Get some sugar-free mints. Take a few whenever you feel a little bit drowsy, and it'll help to refresh you, make you feel a little bit more awake because it's so minty, and because there's not really too much calories in it, you're not worried about gaining weight off of eating it, like instead if you're eating candy. So now we're gonna go on to the entertainment, and this is probably the most important in terms of staying awake while driving, is having something interesting on in the background, preferably a podcast or an audiobook that you are interested in learning something from. You do not want to just fucking listen to music. I know everybody's like, oh, I want to listen to music. When you listen to music for like an 8-hour fucking plus drive, the music becomes background noise after a while. You've heard the song before, most likely, and you already know all the lyrics to it. You're not fucking getting any new lyrics from the songs that you're listening to. It's gonna make you fucking want to sleep after a while. Instead, what you want is you want to download some type of audiobook or podcast where they're trying to teach you something that you want to learn about. For me, some real good recommendations: Andrew Huberman Labs podcast. Jordan Peterson got some interesting stuff to talk about. Dr. Peter Attia, a lot of nutrition stuff. You watching my channel, maybe you're interested in nutrition stuff because I'm a dietitian. So I like to listen to these stuff because I want to learn something from them. Or maybe you are interested in finance, go find a finance podcast so you can learn about making more money or something that's interesting to you, so you'll focus on what the speaker is saying, and it'll help to keep you awake, because you don't want something that's just background noise. Background noise is gonna make you fucking fall asleep. Those are pretty much my big tips for going for long drives and staying awake. If you're just doing like a 5-hour drive or something, you'll probably be all right. But once you start pushing the 8 or 9 hours, that's when things get a little bit more monotonous and it gets harder to stay awake and focus on the road. This is like my 4th or something solo road trip that I've done in the US. Just been putting on miles, and I love seeing new things, exploring different places in the United States, because I still don't know where I want to end up living, and who knows, maybe somewhere along the road trips that I go on, I'll find a city that I might want to settle down in. So yeah, I think it's a great way to see the United States. I definitely recommend you do it. And if you're gonna go solo, hey, follow these tips and it'll help you to make your trip a little bit safer and more enjoyable. Let me know if you have any questions for me in the comments below, or if you agree with anything I say. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.